It's North versus South in the state of California. We're underway between the Niners and Chargers. Taking in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Takes it to about the 37. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. And strong running there as he's across midfield down to the 49. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Man open, that's Deeboo Samuel. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Lance. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
3.5 to go, first quarter. Now Lance again here on 2nd and 10. This one caught by Kittle. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. Again, McCaffrey. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. About a half-yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
And the kick is no good, but there are flags behind the line. He's going to get bailed out. I think this is going to be a roughing call. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Now it's Herbert. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. McCaffrey running up the middle, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 29, Lance hitting Samuel on the slant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
What is happening?
They fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's caught by Deeboo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the 49ers have taken a 13-0 first-quarter lead. And now it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
How did he do that?
Skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest
Oh, you
when
did
that
that,
ball's
though.
on the
You
ground,
gotta tell me how you did
whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. Herbert on 3rd down now. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A pick
Take your time, man. You got Justin Herbert. You're a monster.
Now, the offense, they had really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands
Where you
and
from,
his
son?
legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped it.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
But you don't run the ball, bro. Everybody. Y'all gotta play like a real football game. Not just when
The Charger drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm.
Yeah.
Harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Herbert. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they force another incompletion.
And that one off the mark, a little late with a throw.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. G.Kittle. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the 49ers continue to pull away here in this first half. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Why you don't run the ball,
It's thrown
bro?
incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
On fourth down, they're going to try the jet sweep. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Lance now on first down. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking to throw again on second down. Lance. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game.
My boy Deeboo said, "Get off me, boy."
Slowing them down. While I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked Sacked by Kenneth Murray. And the
Oh,
Chargers
too greedy,
force the
man.
turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture,
shit,
this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
The Charger drive about to get going. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
From the 45 on second down, Herbert. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. A nightmare in the first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On first down, Lance. Back to Deebo Samuel for consecutive catches. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns.
Damn, bro.
I don't think anything's out of the question right now. Yeah. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Fred Warner, and the Niners are going to take possession of the football. Well, this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
On 2nd and 11 now, Lance. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Lance looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Lance and company going on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back.
Good defense.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing again on second down. Herbert. This is swung out to Eckler. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. This time they stay on the ground. And a good tackle there right around the 30 stops him short of the first down. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the
What are you
break.
doing? You rapping?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Williams brings it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
To throw again on second down, Herbert. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Here's Herbert. Flushed out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He tried to get away, but to no avail, and an absolute killer there. A 12-yard loss on first and goal. On second down, Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the third quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
The Chargers will bring out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, just a 32-yard attempt. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left to the upright. And they will remain well behind. So first and goal quickly turns into fourth and goal, and then fourth and goal turns into no points whatsoever.
That's a very disappointing sequence of events right there. And I, for one, would not want to be the kicker, has to run over to his head coach and explain that one.
Lance now on first down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. To throw, it's Lance. The same target, same result. It's Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Working from the gun, Lance. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And he goes out of bounds, it looks like right at the 50.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 49.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Lance. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And Lance going to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now Lance again. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And they'll go for it. Lance. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts.
Touchdown 49ers. T.Lance finding Deeboo Samuel. And the Niners add 6 more to their point total. And they're on cruise control right now here in the 4th. Now gold for the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And Carter deciding not to bring this one out. The Charger drive about to get going.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Herbert now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Herbert. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this to Eckler. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Yeah,
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. From the gun, it's Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Here's Lance to throw it. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad is on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Gold with the extra point, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. No return here for Carter, and this will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. At this point, partner, things looking pretty bleak. They still haven't scored here in the fourth quarter, facing the big deficit. Just silver linings, what can they look to do here offensively?
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left and you're trying to put points on the board
listen to
that
Morning
matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his target, Allen. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. That third down conversion good for 23. Herbert on first down now. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Throw left side, McCaffrey's got it. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Meanwhile, Lance's throw taken in by Samuel. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
Not a big believer in 110%.
Who's your favorite team,
It
though?
certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing.
With the
To get to
Ravens?
the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
My IG running back.
This will be taken by one of the up men. They're going to take this up close to the
Yeah,
field.
my IG on you.
Really
That's
good
it. You're running
starting
back.
field position. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason.
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.